Some things are not just coincidence, they're confirmation. If you found yourself here today, it's not by accident. The words you're about to hear were meant to reach you at this very moment, in this very chapter of your life. The universe has been quietly orchestrating divine alignments in the background of your journey. And now it's time for you to notice the signs, to understand what's unfolding, to receive what's already yours. If you feel this message stirs something in your spirit, let it land. And comment below, "I reclaim my time and energy and space," or simply 333 or 999. Share your experience with this energy. Something bigger is already moving through you. Welcome. Today we're going to reveal how the universe is already rewarding you. Not later, not someday, but right now. You may have overlooked the signs, mistaken them as struggle or confusion. But everything you've felt lately has been part of a coded message, one that confirms you're walking in alignment, and the reward is closer than it appears. You see, reward doesn't always look like a trophy. Sometimes it's peace after chaos. Sometimes it's the sudden silence after the storm, that uneasy calm, that pause, that feeling of something changing in the unseen. Those are all the whispers of reward. The universe doesn't scream when it moves in your favor. It flows. It vibrates through the cracks of your consciousness until you begin to feel the shift. And once you notice it, it begins to amplify. Many chosen ones mistake the early signs of reward as loss. You're losing people, losing old desires, feeling distant from things that once made sense. That's because reward comes by way of removal first. The space must be cleared. The frequency must rise. Your vibration must match the magnitude of what's arriving. If your world feels unfamiliar right now, if your relationships feel strained, if your sleep is heavier, or your thoughts more sensitive, this is not collapse. This is realignment. This is the tuning of your soul to a new timeline. It's your reward making space in your life. The more space you honor, the more rapidly that energy enters your field. Chosen one, you're not chasing anymore. You're attracting. And that subtle difference is where your real power lives. This is the season where your energetic shift becomes physical form. The reward isn't just spiritual now. It's about to become visible, tangible, measurable. Look at how you've been guided lately. People disappearing, synchronicities stacking, dreams becoming more vivid. Look at how much clarity you've been handed. Not all at once, but piece by piece, like divine breadcrumbs leading you home. Each moment of confusion you endured has birthed a deeper intuition in you. Each delay became the training ground for discernment. Each disappointment refined your alignment. You are no longer the version of you that tolerates what isn't meant for you. And the universe sees that. The shift began the moment you stopped begging for signs and started becoming one. And now, you're surrounded by them. The late-night thoughts that feel more like revelations. The quiet urge to move, even when it doesn't make logical sense. The encounters that feel predestined. The moments where your heart whispers, "Something is coming." Those are not delusions. They are confirmations. The veil is thinner now. You're feeling things in your body before they happen. Your intuition speaks in complete sentences. Your peace is protected by a divine force you can't explain. And yet you know it's real. The reward is not just on the way. It's already in your energy field. You're holding it without knowing it. The question now is not, will I receive it? But can I allow it? Can you allow the reward to feel this good? Can you accept the peace without sabotaging it? Can you trust the ease after so much struggle? Because that's what this is. This is ease finding you. This is grace flooding the cracks where pain used to live. This is the return of what you thought you lost forever. Amplified, multiplied, and made sacred by the journey it took to find you again. Do not underestimate the path that brought you here. The universe has been watching your resilience. You didn't fold when you had every reason to. You didn't curse the sky even when you cried beneath it. You stayed. You remained open. You kept the flame inside you alive even when the world tried to blow it out. That's why the reward isn't just material, it's karmic. You've completed cycles that others never escape. You've transcended wounds passed down through generations. And because of that, your reward will look like redemption. It will feel like breathing air you've never tasted. It will restore parts of you that you didn't even know were fractured. You're going to feel like you've won something you didn't know you were competing for. But it was never a competition with others. It was a journey through yourself, through darkness, through doubt, through all the limiting identities you had to outgrow just to arrive here, now. In this moment of divine confirmation, the universe is rewarding you with clarity, with alignment, with opportunities that carry your name in frequencies only destiny can interpret. Doors that seemed sealed will now open with a whisper. People who once overlooked you will start to sense your energy before you enter the room. Not because you've changed, but because you've remembered who you are. Chosen one, you've walked through the fire, but you didn't just survive. You were transformed. And this version of you can no longer be ignored, overlooked, or dismissed. Your light has grown too radiant to hide. You've become a vibrational match for things you used to dream about. That's why so much feels unfamiliar lately. You've outgrown the spaces that once held you. Your soul is no longer willing to shrink to fit the molds that once felt comfortable. This is a shedding, a sacred unfolding, a release of the false identities that were only ever meant to be temporary containers for your true form. You're not here to impress anyone. You're not here to chase validation. You're here to embody your frequency. And in doing so, you activate others. You awaken people by being exactly who you are. That's part of your reward, too. The realization that your presence is the miracle. This is the phase where strangers become soul family, where one encounter can shift your entire trajectory, where the smallest yes can open a doorway to everything. Because now, the energy around you is magnetic. Your aura speaks louder than your words. Your alignment is your authority. You've spent so much time in preparation, spiritually, emotionally, energetically. Now the universe says, you are ready. Ready for the relationships that reflect your growth. Ready for the opportunities that meet your frequency. Ready for the lifestyle that supports your expansion. This reward was never out of reach. It was simply waiting for you to rise to its frequency. And now, you have. You've done the work in silence, and the universe is about to reward you in ways that are loud, undeniable, and awe-inspiring. Watch closely now. The signs are increasing. The energy around you is speeding up. People will begin to confirm what you've always known internally. Your dreams will feel less like fantasy and more like memory, because deep down, your soul has already lived the outcome. What you're about to receive is not random. It's recognition. You'll start noticing shifts, not just outside, but within. Your peace will be harder to disturb. Your boundaries will become non-negotiable. You'll stop feeling the need to explain your worth because your life, your energy, your calm, your results will do all the speaking. That's a sign of alignment. That's the universe saying, the work is complete. Now enjoy the fruit. And the fruit may show up in ways you didn't expect. That's the magic. Sometimes the reward is rest. Sometimes it's joy after a lifetime of surviving. Sometimes it's the unexpected phone call, the new beginning disguised as an ending, the opportunity you thought had passed you by, coming back around with your name on it. Synchronicities will increase. You'll see repeating numbers, not just angel numbers, but precise codes that confirm your thoughts are aligned. 111, 222, 444. You'll hear songs with lyrics that feel like they were written just for you. Conversations will carry messages meant to guide your next move. And in these moments, you won't question anymore. You'll know. Because the inner voice that used to whisper will now speak with conviction. Because the fear that once held you back has lost its grip. Because the version of you that doubted, that questioned your intuition, that needed constant reassurance, they're fading. And what's emerging is solid, intuitive, clear, and powerful. You'll also notice old cycles trying to re-enter. Don't panic. That's normal. Every breakthrough attracts one last test. The past trying to pull you back, asking if you're really ready to move forward. But this time, you won't be tempted. You'll see through it. You'll know, that's not mine anymore. That chapter is closed. And when you say no with peace, not bitterness, not resentment, but full peace, that's when you know you've truly leveled up. You've become too aligned to entertain anything that misaligns. The universe rewards that clarity with more clarity, that certainty with more certainty, that alignment with more flow. It's exponential now. You're entering the phase where results come quickly. Manifestations accelerate. What used to take months now takes days. That's not a coincidence. That's a reward. You've reprogrammed your inner world, so your outer world is catching up. You've detached from false timelines, so your real destiny is catching up. You've chosen healing over bitterness, peace over drama, discipline over distractions. And now the universe is repaying you with what you've always deserved. Chosen one, you won't have to convince anyone anymore. You won't have to chase, force, or beg. You're stepping into a frequency where what belongs to you arrives naturally. That doesn't mean you won't have to act, but your actions will feel guided. Your effort will feel aligned. Your path will light up one step at a time, as if the universe is saying, yes, here, this is it. Keep going, and you will. Because now, you're not moved by ego. You're moved by purpose. Now, you're not trying to be seen, you're trying to serve. Now, you're not seeking validation, you're expressing your truth. That shift, that's the greatest reward of all. You'll notice even your environment begins to change. People who once drained you quietly fall away. New connections, more aligned, more spiritually attuned, begin to find you. This is not luck. This is the mirror of your new frequency. Your silence becomes more powerful than your words. Your presence becomes your statement. People won't always understand how or why, but they'll feel it. Something in you has shifted, elevated, and that elevation is not something you earned by pretending. It's something you received by healing. That's what makes it unshakable. The reward isn't just money, fame, or validation, although those things may come too. The deepest reward is the self you reclaimed, the divine truth you remembered, the peace you built from the inside out. And from this space, things begin to align. That project you abandoned, suddenly you feel called to pick it back up. That dream you shelved years ago, it's whispering again. But this time you're not chasing it from lack. You're answering it from abundance. You've become the person capable of holding the dream. That was the purpose of the delay. That was why the waiting felt so long. You had to become strong enough to handle the blessing. Not just receive it, but multiply it, protect it, honor it. Now you're ready. And signs will follow. Undeniable, unmistakable signs. You'll see people speaking your dream aloud. You'll receive ideas that energize you instead of exhaust you. You'll find solutions instead of excuses. The fog clears. The path becomes real. Chosen one, this is the moment you've unknowingly prepared for your entire life. Everything you lost gave you space. Everything you endured gave you wisdom. Everything you let go of gave you power. And now, the reward isn't a finish line. It's a new beginning, but with a version of you that is unrecognizable to your past self. You'll carry less, but you'll feel full. You'll say less, but you'll speak volumes. You'll move slower, but get further. And the best part? You'll feel the support of the unseen. God, the universe, your ancestors, your guides. You'll feel them celebrating every step, placing signs in your path, protecting your pace, reminding you that you are never alone. This is not just about you. Your rise activates others. Your light makes it safer for others to shine. Your healing makes it easier for others to begin theirs. You are the ripple effect. So stay steady, stay open, stay obedient to the pull in your spirit. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not crazy for believing in more. You are the evidence that the divine rewards those who refuse to give up. Chosen one, the universe is rewarding you now, not because you asked for it, but because you became it. And from this moment on, the signs will not stop. The doors will not stay shut. The vision will not leave you. Your only job now is to keep showing up with faith, because everything is already finding its way to you, right on time, just like you always have been.